Welcome back to Coriander Society Adventures!
For real this time.
I'm your Game Master, tormented by gnomes, and joining me is Beatdown Boulevard, Ninja Man Matt, and Pods of War. Welcome back, everybody!
We're not gonna
be here for the first time tonight, guys. This is great.
Yeah, I know.
Nice to finally talk to you guys again.
Hello, it's been a
anybody
week.
for a long time. It's been forever.
I know.
Take a ball around though, like for some reason.
Oh my god, yeah. What? Me, you two?
Random, yeah. No idea why.
Oh, sweet merciful powers. Okay, real fast recap. When we last left our heroes, they had just left the Donahue Institute after speaking with Headmistress Hara. Headmistress Hara believes that she has a solution that is going to save Florence Giotto's life and allow her to live a full, actual life instead of being trapped in a light suit for the rest of her life. But it involves traveling to another dimension to steal a high-tech armor suit from a group of shadow assassins. She wants this quest basically in order to confront John about whatever baggage they have from their past, and to try to be the cool relative who's going to take our other heroes out for the first time throughout the multiverse. She's proposed this. Like you do. She's proposed this. However, at the same time, Mr. Lowe's personal assassin, the White Ghost, confronted Gastone inside of in Pioneer Park after leaving a mysterious note in his warehouse. She informed him that the person she's in charge of protecting, Sun Jia, who our party believes to be one of the angel killers and no longer human and possibly a vampire, will be at a garden in, and I got the name of this wrong last time, in Greenvine, a garden in Greenvine, in 2 days' time, hosting a party. The White Ghost is responsible for protecting Sun Jia, but also knows that Sun Jia is no longer human and has become a monster and wishes for her to die, but her honor demands she cannot allow it to happen. Therefore, she has subtly given away the location, even though she's going to be obliged to protect Sun Jia when the time comes. So, our heroes have the chance to get a confrontation with one of the angel killers for the first time. They have 2 days until that happens. Also, meanwhile, they have been discovering all sorts of things about the mysterious Army of the Eclipse and Asena's past in the Zolkrian jungles years ago. They have some good leads on tracking down the rest of the angel killers, the mastermind behind the angel killings, and learning more about the Army of the Eclipse. Their primary lead is the Mercury City Hospital bombing, which was set off by the army to, apparently, kill one of their own. The detective in charge of that, Nancy Rain, has offered to meet them in the graveyard at midnight. Our heroes have reconvened at the investigative offices of Carmichael and Carmichael at the Essex Hotel to discuss their next moves.
Do any of you guys think it's weird she wants to meet us in a graveyard in the middle of the night?
No, she was raised by wolves. I don't really think anything she does is weird nowadays.
She was raised by
Wait,
wolves?
she
I
was?
wasn't raised by wolves!
I know, that's why I thought you guys would have a lot in common.
Wait, you didn't tell me that part. Okay, let's do it.
I have absolutely mentioned that. I think that was the first thing I mentioned about Miss Rain.
Oh my gosh, we have
Weird,
something.
'cause I also
in
don't
common.
remember that. But
I could be
guess
lying.
That goes in line with. I mean, it could also very well be head empty, no thoughts. You know what I'm saying, Janessa? You know what I'm talking about.
There's
what? I wasn't thinking.
Exactly.
Inspiration for Asena, +1 inspiration.
Yes.
Wait.
We're just kicking it off, real strong tonight.
Dude, chat's right though. The wolves in this world are very kindly to people, it seems.
Yeah, they're like the best.
If you go into the woods, just throw a baby into the woods, it'll be fine.
Okay, you know what? Maybe the wolves knew something about me and that they liked me, okay?
That's
right.
right.
Wolves aren't nice to you.
That's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's
It really depends, because in some regions you're going to end up with like, what's that? Damn it, that movie with the wolf in it. It's not Balto. I went straight to Balto, but that was wrong.
Dances with Wolves.
No, it's a cartoon. No, you know what? This way lies distraction. This is how we get derailed. We're off this train. We are back on course. Team, what would you like to do in 2 days?
No, I already got it. I'm kidding.
That's a good question. So 2 days is probably enough time to solve whatever graveyard lady would like us to solve. But at the same time, I very desperately need to start crafting.
Know.
No, you know what? Why don't you tell me what you think I was gonna say?
Okay, I just really thought you wanted to go visit the ninja lady. Like I thought that's where you were going.
You think I know how to find ninjas? They find me. both the first time I almost died and the second time when the attractive one also found me.
So you admit she's
Point,
attractive.
anyways. It's not the point. The point is, I need to make weapons of not so mass destruction so we can massively destroy one of the angel killers.
And impress your lady friend at the same time.
I feel like she is not going to be happy with that outcome and not impressed by how that turns out. But thank you anyway.
I just had a moment. Do you have to kill her?
What the? Wait. Maybe I do.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna pack extra sleep darts for this one. Oh, she's gonna be impossible to hit. Oh my god.
I mean, your track record has been amazing so far.
I actually feel bad for Gastone right now. I was like egging this on, but I just realized this could be really hard for you.
I didn't even put that together until literally this moment. And to be fair, I just met her like hours ago, so I think he'll get over it.
Yeah, it could just be like a really short, like little fantasy that, you know.
Why does it have to be a fantasy? Why can't it be work? People are dying, Asena.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just a little desensitized lately.
Well, I mean, fair enough.
John's just in the corner going through the dossiers that I sent Ben and Charlie to review.
But yeah, thoughts on the graveyard lady? Wait.
Well, so here's the thing. All
okay.
we're doing is getting information from her. As far as I know, she doesn't want a job of any kind done. She's just supposed to give us information on Mr. Green, the one who disappeared and possibly could have been a member of the Army of the Eclipse and is the reason why the hospital was blown up.
I'm a fan of meet badass wolf lady in the graveyard first, but wait, we have to meet her at night, so we should probably do something in the meantime.
I was thinking, I proposed it several times, and I know that it's been hit with a certain level of maybe, but we could just go beat up the freaks in Aleburg and then head on down to the
Let's beat them up. Let's beat them up. Even though, you know, I kind of like those guys, but we could beat them up. Clean up my neighborhood a little bit.
Question.
I think I'm like in the mood to punch someone.
What do you like about them again?
I don't know. It's just like that's my home. I don't fuck with the people in my house.
Oh.
I mean,
they're like decoration, you know?
I mean, so yes, in regards to the primordial food chain of Aleburg, you're sitting pretty hefty at the top, I'm pretty sure, which is why they leave you alone. But there are other people who get the absolute cans just knocked out of them on the daily. You would be doing your community a great service by cleaning up the streets of these freaks and their red guy. I don't remember.
The red hand.
That's the one.
I kind of like that idea because then if they're out of the picture, then we get to beat up more people because they're not beating up those people.
Yeah. Well, and if we also interrogate them instead of kill them, we can probably find out a little more about Ralzamon.
Okay.
But it's fair. If you go to the freaks are believed to be working in accordance with Ralzamon, so if you go mess with them, you will be opening that particular bag of worms.
I'm down. I'm on your side, John.
Yeah,
Gastone,
that's what I like to hear.
You coming with us, or you gonna work on your fancy things?
It sounds like we'll have time, so I will go too.
It's on the way, right?
Yes, I think so.
Well, so from where we are, we would be probably getting Saul to take us across to cut some time, and then we would beat up the freaks here, and then we could just head on over and then head on up to what is that, Curtis Town? Is that where the...
Yep, Curtis Town. I think the cemetery is technically part of Old Town. But I'd have to check. You know, it's like Old Town sort of does one of these.
Oh.
Certainly. Oh, I get it. You've got this thing all gerrymandered to get the right people in office. I see how they
exactly. That's why Gastone is fighting against the man.
That's right. He's like, look, it should all just be squares. Quit sectioning it off like this. That's not a town. That's not a municipality. This is a municipality. There we go. Bam. It's even.
Gastone's greatest challenge to date.
Yeah, right. John's like, by the way, guys, I wanted to tell you, the only reason I go world hopping is so that way I can fix the system and return all town places to just squares and rectangles. I want to cut out this L-shaped crap.
Like the guy who plays Minecraft and literally just smooths out the entire planet to be perfectly uniform.
That also sounds like advanced ADHD.
This isn't regular ADHD. This is advanced. Wait, no, this is advanced ADHD.
I don't know, because from what I've seen when people do that kind of stuff, they're like, yeah, it bothered me, so I just fixed everything.
So I just fixed it,
like,
yeah.
What?
There's an XKCD comic where like this guy is recovering from tooth surgery and he's on some meds, and he just flattens the entire Minecraft world and separates it into layers, so like the top layer is all one type of block, and then like every single all the way down to the core is all perfectly organized. Like, yes, this pleases me.
Wow.
Yeah. So enough about John and voting districts. Let's fight some people.
Right.
Also, mate, something happened recently.
Oh yeah. No. I was gonna wait until we got into it, which is immediately.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
Because you see, chat. There's two. What? One, chat has triggered an act of God. Thank you, chat. Yeah. I've been. Chat has been generous, and they've activated additional chaos. But I was gonna have us get into the scene and draw from the action deck instead of the.
Oh, that's a really good idea. Let's do that one.
Especially because this scene has very few barriers to entry.
But can we roll for it now to see who gets to draw?
Absolutely. All three of you roll 1d20.
Yeah.
Let me just blow the imaginary dice.
Ooh. Oh!
Oh, I was ready for that to be a 20, and I was
right, just
do. You can take it all you want. It's awful. It's half as many times as it's not awful. So
it's gonna be incredible.
I hope so, for your sake and mine.
All right.
I hope it doesn't summon a wolf ninja, because that would be awful.
You know what? We've been here before. Wolves are nice to me.
But our ninja's nice to you.
Nope. Those people kill me.
I feel like we're right in the middle then.
The wolf ninja would just kind of go, "Oh, hey," at the party, and then not really talk to you.
Indifference, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
The wolf side of me wants to pamper you and raise you as my own, but the ninja side of me wants to cut you in twain. So I think what I'll do is cut you in half and raise both sides as my own. Yes,
the King Solomon approach.
That's how babies work, right? Human children can survive.
Yeah.
Actually, if you cut them in half, they both grow into a full new one. It's like starfish.
That's how babies work. Oh my god. What have I been doing?
Wait, I
don't
never
know.
really gave that much thought.
Concerns
now that I think about it, why did one of them even say yes in the first place? Did they not know how children work?
Because my wife loves me. Jesus.
No, we're talking about something else entirely.
Oh.
I meant the Solomon thing.
I knew that.
You know what? I think we get an XP though.
Yeah, you get XP. I was ranting there. 1 XP. Before we get derailed again by explaining the parable of King Solomon, we're gonna play D&D. God damn it!
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Darn it.
Here's what you know: the Red Hand, mysterious vigilante, is rallying the gangs of Aleburg, forming a revolutionary army out of them. They have ostensibly noble causes. He blames Mayor Dodson for allowing the plight of Aleburg, the district of the city abandoned and forgotten by all, to just continue to suffer, to allow the downtrodden of the city to just fester and be left to their own devices, to fight each other for what scraps remain. As such, the Red Hand has gathered the street gang called the Freaks, organized them along paramilitary lines, given them training, and had them beat up smaller, less organized gangs, and then absorb the survivors. The Freaks grow bigger and stronger with every passing day, and while their intentions, their cause, may have some merit, their methods are cruel and harsh.
I could get behind this.
So from what we know about this guy, he is strictly disciplined with a very paramilitary kind of thing going on. They use fast cars, and their leader is an outsider. Not from NORTHPORT. We don't know if it's an outsider to this world.
Right. That aspect is unknown. So, you have learned of an opportunity when they'll be gathered together. You have a tip that they're going to be at one of the canals in Northport at a specific time.
Oh.
That is your best opportunity to jump them. Specifically, they're going to be right here. Did that show up properly? Yeah. Right here.
Ah, very good.
On the canal.
Okay.
Cool.
You have the following additional information. One of the ways that the freaks recruit is by finding drug addicts and the absolutely downtrodden. They have amongst them people who introduce them to the mysteries of Ralzamon, Master of the Unknown. Ralzamon takes away their addictions. In exchange, his power resides within their minds, making them his vessels upon this world. They don't become zombies, but he sort of replaces the addiction with loyalty to himself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I went from kind of liking this guy to no longer liking this guy.
Yeah. Also, you know that Charlie, who used to run with this gang actually, his brother is a drug dealer, and said drug dealer brother has run afoul of the freaks. He doesn't know if they've recruited him and Ralzamonified him or what, but he knows that he crossed their path. He has asked you to keep an eye out for him.
Like, not kill him.
Yeah, try to save him. His name is Clyde Horfman.
Did he give me a picture?
He did. The Dungeon Master did not, because art is hard to get.
Oh, no, absolutely. Did he give me a lock of his hair or some other
that he did not have.
Thing. Okay. Well.
Balding. Sad.
It's a hell of a thing.
He claims everyone eventually, maybe. I don't know.
It does.
Not
the second I start losing my hairline.
I'm supposed to be doing that, but I've grown lazy in the COVID times.
Yeah.
As we all have.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for him. I mean, can't be that hard. He'll probably beg for his life, just like Charlie did.
Is there anything that you would like to do before confronting the freaks?
Yeah, you said they're meeting on a canal?
Mm-hmm.
They're just regular people, right? They're not like...
I mean, it's a city that has more gifted popping up, and they've been taking over every local gang that may or may not have gifted among them. I'm assuming if they've encountered any gifted, they've probably absorbed them and either indoctrinated them or imprisoned them.
Interesting.
Also, they have
regular bullets will be fine.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But they probably have a lot of high-tech stuff themselves, or at least very
can't wait to steal that.
Yes. But I'm thinking we have Saul, who is a smuggler.
Better call.
Yeah, he was someone we better call. Exactly. He's a smuggler. He's really good along the rivers. That's his specialty. I feel like having him as a part of this operation would only be beneficial.
Although on paper I see what you mean, but I've also seen Saul in action and wonder if that's actually the best course of
he's
action.
He's a A to B kind of guy. You don't actually have him, take part in the operation, but he's really good. Get us there, get us out, safely and quietly. Yeah.
Then yeah.
Because I figure we probably don't want to just, go onto the dock and start shooting and risk losing him,
We're not? I mean, yeah. You're right. That's probably.
Or we could take a two-pronged assault. We could have a couple of us kick down the door while one or two of us slip in undetected in the back lines.
Hey, Asena, you want to kick down a door?
Yeah. I don't want to be on the sneaky part.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Cool. Also, what meeting is this? Are they meeting up with rival families or gangs and trying to come to an agreement?
Some sort of a public demonstration.
Oh,
a show?
No, that's never.
Are we
good.
gonna go see a show?
An execution, more likely.
I think. Yeah, probably.
Darn it.
Have we seen the mayor in a while?
You have not.
Has he made any public appearances? I mean,
yes. The mayor has not been kidnapped.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Good thought, though.
Just wondering. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess do we need to do anything else? I think we can just go.
Let's go.
So our plan here, get past the goons, find people of importance, do not kill Clyde. Preferably, we capture and interrogate the Red Hand. But if for some reason we lose him or kill him, one of his lieutenants will work as well. Preferably don't kill the Red Hand.
That sound good to everybody?
I'll try.
I will also try.
What direction do you want to approach? You know the rough position. It should actually be less here and more like over here.
And mate, just to confirm, the freaks are very bad people, right? These are like, they don't just rob people and mug people. They kill people, right?
They execute people who they think are enemies of the people.
Ooh. Wait. The
What does that
people or
mean?
their people?
Yeah, exactly. Can we clarify?
Yeah. Again, they believe that the upper class in Northport is responsible for the destitution and misery of Aleburg. That the only reason the people have to leave in Aleburg is because it suits the needs of the rich and powerful to keep it that way, and that municipal policy is governed by business interests and greed, and that if people have allowed this misery to go on for so long, then it's deliberate. They also don't like the Column, the crime organization, the Column, because they believe they're exploiting. They're in league with the rich and powerful, and they're exploiting people who are just trying to get by.
Do they feel like
I like
Robin Hood
these
type-
guys.
I know, I do too, but they're absorbing all the little gangs.
Okay, so well, maybe we can talk with these guys. These seem like pretty swell people, I think. Hate the rich and all that. Big fan.
I have a feeling that like a punch to the face is going to be a little bit more receptive than us trying to talk it out with them.
Okay, how about this? You punch them, but then we talk to them.
Oh, how about we do like a good cop, bad cop?
Oh, wait, yes. I love this idea.
Okay,
we should
okay.
do that. Okay.
I'll do the punchy, you do the talky.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, you're not gonna talk at all? You gotta. Part of being the bad cop, you gotta say stuff. You gotta be aggressive.
Okay.
While you're hitting them.
I could try.
Okay. We will.
I mean,
Can you give me? You're an actor, right? Can you give me some like tips?
Okay, if you think he's lying, even if you don't think he's lying, you can just, whenever you feel like it, yell, "Stop with the bullshit and tell us what we want to know," just like that,
okay.
and then hit him.
Okay, let me practice. Ready?
Okay. All right.
Stop with the bullshit and tell us what we want to know.
Perfect. Oh
Is
my
that good?
God. It's perfect.
Okay. I got it. I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's do it. John, you okay? You look like you have some hesitation.
I had some notes, but I think we're gonna
you have
be
some notes on my
fine.
performance?
No, you're
Oh.
fine. You're
Okay.
great. This is gonna go really well.
I thought you had like some like feedback,
Oh
make it
no, that
more-
was great.
You can be intimidating, so like, just gotta like channel that energy.
I
For
think
my
this is gonna go
performance.
splendidly.
Me
Okay.
too.
I would tell you anything you needed to know. That
All right, what you need to tell me is what direction are you going to approach from? Do you want to take Saul's boat up the canal? Do you want to take Saul's boat down the canal? Do you want to approach on foot? If so, from which direction?
What is what's like the building look like? Where's the front? Where's the back kind of thing?
They are probably going to be meeting a public demonstration on one of the bridges, one of the small footbridges over the canal. Not one of the big ones, but a small footbridge.
I see. I think going down the canal makes a lot of sense then, just because there's a good chance we'll see them, and we can kind of make a play as we go along.
Mate, I'd like to scry on Clyde.
Okay. Please stand by. Tell me the DC after all modifiers, because scrying has a lot of modifiers.
Scrying does have a lot of modifiers. Here, let me show you what we got here for modifier. So, I've never met Clyde, so he gets a +5 bonus to this. I have a likeness or picture, so it's only a +3 to this, so it would lower the 19 down to a 16. If I had a possession or garment of his, which you said no, do not have, right?
Correct.
Then there we go. DC
Okay.
16.
A DC 16 save, and it's a wisdom save?
Mm-hmm. Not as scary as a 19, but we do what we can.
God damn it. If this works, it's gonna completely derail us, and that's okay!
Why
That's
would this derail us?
For...
Did you stick him in like an undersea lab or something?
No, for reasons. For reasons.
Or you can't hand me the likeness or picture of somebody that can cast scrying when I ask for it and not expect me to scry on them.
No, that's fair. All right, I'm gonna roll this. I'm gonna roll this in front of God and everybody.
Okay, roll it in front of.
God. The question marks.
Wow.
22.
Oh, shit.
Nothing.
Well,
You're looking in your cell phone, signal not found, as you attempt to scry him.
that is accurate.
Pain. So much pain.
That was not as useful as I had anticipated. Let me mark off those spell points.
And then you're gonna take Saul's boat.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
All right. I'm gonna set up the scene. What does everybody have drawn with them on them? Any other preparation? Just one, so we make sure it's on record, and two, to buy me time while I get everyone ready.
Is it possible that during this setup time, I could have kind of been prepping or explaining the process of the tattooing to both Asena and Gastone while they were doing their good cop, bad cop thing?
Absolutely.
Would I have been able to give them a tattoo if they accepted it?
One of them.
Oh, I meant to ask about
Yes.
that. Yeah.
One of them.
One of them. Okay. All right, guys. Okay, each of you roll a 1d10, please.
No.
Whoever gets the highest gets the tattoo.
1d10.
You rolled a
20, you're
1d20.
cheating!
Hacks!
Oh, that didn't count.
And I
It didn't
still
count.
win! No,
What?
it completely counts.
No,
I
it
don't
didn't. I
care.
rolled the wrong dice. Fuck.
Okay. Well, God, everybody said no.
That's what we call rolled and smoked.
All right, so while you guys, to kind of help Joe with what he's preparing here, after you guys are done with your good cop, bad cop routine, John goes on to explain that we're running out of time, so he can't spend too much on this. However, he has both the means and ability to be able to do one of two things. Either he can imbue a mundane, non-magical item with a spell, or if he took the time and has the correct inks available to him, which he does, he can apply a spell rot tattoo onto the flesh of a willing creature, in which he can basically give you what is basically a really cool. He kind of specializes in Celtic knotwork and old runes, and that's what his mostly look like, or sometimes like old computer circuit breaker stuff. It's kind of what he specializes in. But he can give you one of those
High-tech computer circuit breakers to denizens of Northport.
Yes, exactly. So it looks like a lot of really crazy. Actually, it looks a lot like Northport's municipality in jurisdiction, but like, you know, with wires and such.
So what is there like a what kind of spells, like what can you
At this
do?
time, it would be he hasn't done it in a while, so he would want to start off kind of low. It would be first like versatile spells or cantrip.
Give some examples of like what effects you could generate.
Yeah.
So for instance, those of you who spend a lot of time in combat and may want to not get hit, you'd be able to activate the tattoo, and it would surround you with a temporary shield that would help ward off damage for about 6 seconds.
Yeah, that sounds like something Gastone needs.
Yeah. I would like to not get hit. I get hit a lot.
Likewise, you'd be able to if you were falling from a great height and you wanted to not die upon landing, you could become light as a feather for a moment. It would help drift you down to the ground, giving you a safe landing.
Again,
likewise, you'd
sounds
be
like something Gastone needs.
I'm seeing a pattern here.
What else you got? What else you got?
You could also temporarily do the things that I do. You could either disguise yourself or you could create an image of something that isn't actually there. Now, for those things, I'd probably need to coach you a little bit on how to actually make it work. You could.
How long would this coaching take?
Well, I mean, it really depends on your aptitude and capability. I'd like to spend an afternoon kind of going over the basics of magic and the principles of what it is that you're doing. That way I don't just explain. You would reach out and feel it. It's inside of all of us. There's little organisms that bind everyone together. And if you tap into that, you can create wonderful and magical things. Or something like that.
When I'm making this mirage to confuse and distract people, can I also punch them?
Yes. However, if they punch you, it might ruin your mirage. Just like with everything else in life, concentration is difficult.
Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Exactly.
True
Thank you, God. I appreciate that. And there's a lot of other things that I could do. And of course, the more time and resources I have available, I can create more and more powerful effects. But for now, let's just say that you could do a lot of the low-level stuff that you've been watching.
Shoot. The idea of disguising myself sounds pretty great.
Or if you prefer Gastone, I can give you one of these. And John holds up a spell bullet.
What does that do?
It's a bullet that has a spell in it. Usually it explodes.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Thoughts. Give me the spell bullet and also a tattoo for being able to make an illusion.
If that's what you request, certainly I'd be happy to help. So you would like to have either a disguising tattoo or a tattoo where you'd be able to create an image of something, of a simile.
I'm gonna go with disguise, actually.
All right. So John takes a moment. He prepares his inks, and normally John's very high tech when it comes to his. He's got a cell phone for a spell book and all, but he actually unrolls. It looks like almost like a leatherworking kit, but it has a lot of really old looking implements. It almost for a moment looks like a weird kind of torture device. It has prongs and little needles, and the way that he goes about this is he asks you where you'd like it first of all.
Good question. I'm gonna say left forearm.
Okay, perfect. Let me go ahead and.
Ah, yes, the tramp stamp of knowledge.
I wanted to make that joke, but I was like, no.
So, almost like if you've ever seen like the Islander Maori peoples, they have a tattoo style called like tamoka, where they go in with the little the hammer and the needle, and they kind of like etch in the ink into you, and they don't make pictures with it. It's not like you're making like a likeness of somebody. Generally, it's very personal, very spiritual, and it's representation of things. And that's kind of the more stuff that John does. The style of tattooing that he does is very similar. It's a very painful process. It won't actually hurt you, but it just doesn't feel good.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, you tough it out.
And it takes a little bit of time. It takes John about probably an hour or so to get this tattoo on you.
Sure.
But at the end of it, he asked you, depending how long you're going to use it, what do you prefer? Would you like circuit board, runes, or Celtic knotwork?
Let's go with circuit board.
All right. And so across your forearm, it starts just below your wrist, to where if you were wearing a long sleeve shirt, it would cover it up. And it goes down almost to your elbow. It takes up almost the entire length of your arm. And on one side, almost kind of like starting from the edge of the wrist, and it follows along the edge of your for your forearm. And it breaks out from there, and it kind of not spirals, not the right word, but they definitely move down, start connecting and branching out. And by the end of it, it almost looks like there's this weird exposed like skeletal system that he's kind of concocted onto your arm there. But instead of it being traditionally like black ink, John's ink, when he's applying it, looks very like deep dark blue. And then when it sets, the entire tattoo glows brightly, and it's a very like glowy light blue for a moment, and then when it resets, it's back to that dark blue. And while he's tattooing you, John explains how to go about using it, and he spends the first like 10 or 15 minutes kind of getting really heavily into the science, since he feels like that's probably where you'd have an easier time with it, kind of getting into the mathematical equations and everything that he learned when he was a boy about how magic works and how you can apply it, kind of trying to approach it from his wizardly studies.
Gastone, roll a science check.
And then also kind of giving Asena some instruction as well, since he's planning on sharing this with her as well. And he goes on to explain the kind of metaphysical aspects of it, kind of going along with her primal connections. And he describes it as tapping into probably how your focus works. Whereas as long as you can tap into that inner reserve of energy that you have, you're able to bring it forth. And usually it happens at an instant. You spend a lot of time preparing, and focusing yourself for that one moment that you have to bring this to bear. It's almost like lighting a match, except that match can turn you invisible or melt someone's face.
Very cool.
Asena, roll a wisdom check.
Okay.
Hopefully, by the end of this, you'll have a pretty decent idea how to go about summoning and utilizing this magic. But for all intents and purposes, as long as it goes well, Gastone, you should be able to cast this spell, Disguise Self, doing exactly what it says here.
The most important aspect...
Did I choose the right thing?
Yes, you did, actually. Actually, you rolled a save instead of a check, but the number is identical, so we'll let it ride.
Okay.
And Gastone, the most important part of this is that when you activate the tattoo by touching it, right, Matt? Is it by touching it or by like completing the design with a gesture?
It's whatever the spell requires. So if it needs gesture and somatic, you would need to do at least a facsimile of what's required when casting the spell.
Cool. So you have to, basically the tattoo is an incomplete design, so you trace your hand over the tattoo in certain areas to complete the design, and you mutter a couple of magic words. And aside from that, because all the magic isn't, normally a spell takes shape in your mind, you have to form the magical energy, within yourself, but because it's got an exterior matrix, all you have to do is those two steps and then think really hard about the disguise you want to create. Just picture it in your head. The more visual, the better.
Okay.
John goes on to explain it's basically a scroll on your skin is the best way that he can kind of describe it. And then he goes on to explain, probably a little too long, about what a scroll is, and that you can take a spell and, like Joe was describing, you literally plan the whole thing out on this large tome of paper, kind of describing everything that goes into what makes this work, and then you just say the final few words to actually bring it into existence. And he goes on to explain that anybody can do this, whether you're an archmage or, a muggle, anybody can go ahead and cast a spell.
Asena's like trying to pay attention, but she's also like falling asleep.
And yeah, that's about it. And other than that, John goes through his list of bullets that he has, and he passes you one that should fit the caliber of gun that you have. And he lets you know that it is a bullet that when you fire it, you can also cast this spell as part of firing the bullet. Whoop, wrong one. Nope. That was, where did the other one go? There we go.
Yeah,
That's
detect magic by shooting someone. Let's go.
Oh, why didn't it actually say what the spell does? It just fired it.
All right, so what you want to do is you want to go to the spell and you want to click the little speech bubble. The speech bubble rather than the spell word itself.
Oh, the speech bubble. Okay, gotcha. Anyways, it basically fires magical glowing darts or missiles, as it were, that you can either target the same creature that you shot at or other creatures, and it deals really, really tough magic damage.
Very cool. I'm interested.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's a nice little kick. You basically shoot a little shotgun, a little magical shotgun out of it.
Okay, add those to your inventory. Saul has the boat ready to go. Is everyone at full health? Gastone, I see you as being down some health. Did you guys take your rest?
Yeah, we should.
I gave you guys a rest.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magic, bullets, and come on. There we go.
Senna, you go ahead and think about what you would like. When we have some time, I'll sit down and I'll work with you on coming up with a tattoo as well.
Okay.
Then
do I get to choose the picture?
Absolutely, you do.
Oh, nice.
Just know that if it's not Celtic knotwork, runes, or a circuit board design, it'll be okay, probably.
I'm sure everything will be fine.
Hesitant.
Well, just if you ask me to draw a wolf for you, it's probably going to come out looking more like Moon than an actual, predator.
Okay.
So,
Can I commission this? I mean, look, let's be real. It's not going to be there forever. It's fine.
yeah. I mean, it depends on, if you want to keep it in reserve. A couple of these tattoos, and John kind of rolls up his sleeves. The ink's, pretty old. It won't ever dissolve, but you can definitely tell I've held on to a lot of these for quite some time, considering I kind of use them for emergencies.
Ooh. She's looking at him.
And John's arms are like crazy tatted up. Like when he's wearing his full suit, you can't tell, but as he kind of opens up his tie, loosens his vest, you guys can see that anywhere that isn't, like hands, feet, and head, everything else is covered in tattoos. Like
This is a lot of work.
It took a long time, and it didn't feel great. I actually had to get some help on the stuff on the back because I can't get back there normally. So I used to have an apprentice that it was very easy to get some assistance with, but I haven't had one for quite a while now.
You gotta work on your flexibility. Got it.
I mostly just make sure I can get out of bed in the morning. The flexibility thing. Yeah. It
Same, honestly.
I have found the place where Asena and Janessa are different.
But I used to be a lot more active. I'd be happy if one of these upcoming mornings, if you want to get up early and go for a run or something, I could be persuaded.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Duly noted.
Just not soon, but not too soon.
As long as you keep it in that nebulous, oh yeah, we'll totally work out together. That can be postponed indefinitely. Is the team ready to roll?
I think we're ready to roll.
I think we are.
All right. Saul meets you on your side of the river in his little boat. He takes you over to the canal and starts heading up. And as the little motorboat is 50 years ago, they used to have boat races down these canals. Now the only thing that ever drifts down is the occasional body. And by occasional, I mean, daily. And by daily, I mean several.
Oh.
Saul, you need to work on your boat etiquette. Your bedside boat manner has a lot to be desired.
Look, boat etiquette has a lot. First off, I don't tell you how to... You don't tell me how to boat.
How to boat? Yeah, okay.
And second, boat etiquette is about other boats. It's not about passengers.
He does have a point.
That's called customer service.
I know why you've gotten to smuggling. I can see why.
Yeah, it's because I'm a people person.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe the wrong people, but you're not wrong.
Hey, mate, is it impossible, or is it possible for us to do that thing where we see a couple of freak goons kind of leaning too close to a dark alley, and we can kind of drag them in, punch them out, and steal their clothes? Is that a thing we can do?
For 1 point of inspiration each, yes.
Ooh. Okay, that's a hard sell when I could literally just go do that thing. I think I'll just go do that thing.
All right. So you're gonna pull the boat off to the side when you're in Aleburg, and then go try to find somebody, beat them up, take their clothes?
I mean, not just anybody.
Some of the members of the Freaks, obviously, who are gathered nearby for the big event.
I think it would be apropos to go in a disguise, but that's just me.
Okay, we're gonna do a brief skill challenge to resolve this. So,
that's a great idea.
I need somebody to handle stealth. Or what is your approach to ambush? You have to find, sneak up on, and ambush and overcome. So, the party, be creative amongst yourselves. Tell me what each of you is going to do to contribute to this cause, and we'll figure it out from there.
Ooh.
So we're trying to sneak in, right?
You're trying to basically ambush some of the freaks before they get to the public demonstration. Ambush
Do I know
them
what
and
they
take
look like?
Yeah, you do. They wear it's sort of like gray, almost like the sort of gray you'd see in a janitor's outfit because they can't really get their hands on great clothes. Yeah.
Okay, so can I make myself look like one of them with this sweet new tattoo I just got?
Absolutely. That will burn the tattoo for 1 hour, but in a skill challenge, using a resource like that would count as 1 automatic success.
Cool. I would like to do that and look like a generic freak, janitor clothes and all.
You know, in this show, we shouldn't call them skill challenges. In this show, we should call them montages because that's a lot more in keeping with the comic book TV show feel of everything. All right, so we're doing a montage. And in the first part of the montage, Gastone walks into an alley. A couple of these guys walk past, and then another one walks out of the alley, except it's Gastone. What about the other two of you?
I feel like I could very easily track down and assist Asena in doing the plan.
Okay, how's the tracking down going to work?
I'm an investigator, I'll have you know.
Nice. Roll an investigation check.
At finding people. Do you remember that time I got to use my plus 13 investigation to try to find someone in the city?
Yep, you absolutely track them down as they're making their way there, and with your cunning instincts, you manage to locate a secluded alleyway in the burnt-out ruins of Aleburg, where there are a few other people around.
Hell yeah, Batman.
Is this like one person? Is this...
I mean, you guys are trying to get a
One
few of them,
baddie?
right?
I mean,
Yeah.
is Gastone covered? Does he now have a costume?
Gastone
No,
is covered for
I'm
the
pretty
next
much
hour,
okay.
so you could just track down 2 if you wanted.
Oh, did you use your tattoo, Gastone?
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Nice. Super cool.
Asena's gonna jump on the guy that ninja the guy that John found,
I am Ninja.
and
Feel
she's
it.
she's gonna jump on him and say, "Cut the bullshit and tell us what we need."
Wait.
There's just 2 of them, right?
There's just 2 of them.
John just takes his gun and knocks the other guy behind them.
Asena, roll.
Where am I?
Where do you want to be? This is a narrative scene. Where would you want to be in this scene?
Like, cause they're jumping.
Oh my God, is
that
Gastone the other guy?
Right?
Yeah.
No, imagine.
You guys track down 2 guys. They're on their way, and they're having like a bad guy conversation. Boy, I can't wait to see what the Red Hand has in store. Yeah, he's really gonna show them, isn't he? Yeah. And they're like on their way as you're disguised, lurking in alleys, looking around corners with the shadow over your face of your hat before you activate your tattoo, skulking in, casually joining them wherever you want to be. John is, magnifying glass, following every single clue. Asena's standing on a rooftop above them. The wind is making her hair stream. She's silhouetted dramatically. She jumps down like a tiger. Cut the bullshit and tell me what you want to know! So you can be, this is a narrative scene, so Gastone and John, you can be anywhere you want to be in this, but before you do that, Asena, are you just immediately punching them? Because I kind of want to make you roll an intimidation check regardless, just to do the yelling.
I don't think I'm punching them just yet, but I definitely have like at least one of them in a headlock.
Okay, roll an athletics check and then roll an intimidation check. Oh my God!
I mean, that's pretty good.
Best bad cop ever.
That's what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
We talked about this.
All right, Asena has one of them in a headlock and the other one by the throat, around the collar, just lifting him up and then screaming into his face. Guys, I kind of feel like...
Can I, before you do something, can I
Go ahead.
jump in? Okay, cool. John just comes from around a corner and just flashes a badge and says, "Gentlemen, as you see, my partner has told you exactly what's going down here. We have some word that you got involved in some," and I start spitting off some just, crazy high department mumbo jumbo about how we have them connected to the scene of a crime and that, your boss can't save you now. Everyone's over at that meeting. You either come downtown with us or we can make a bargain with you and you get the hell out of here before we have to take you down and book you for 10 to 20, if you know what I mean.
Roll a deception check.
Yes. Yes. 21, good sir.
All right, so I like where you were going with this map, but I also feel like in my head, this if we were doing this, we would film that scene, but the final edit might just be Asena grabbing them and then screaming at them, and the next shot is just the two of you wearing their clothes.
Yeah, that's... hey, you know what? Forget what I said. That sounds hilarious. Let's just do that.
And like all that other stuff is in the bonus edit, right? It's in the director's cut.
Yeah.
Of them immediately giving up. All right, so cut to that. What do you tell Saul to do with his boat? He's like, so you come back. He's like, so are we not taking the boat? Are you good here? Are you guys going in on foot?
Well, no, I think our plan was that the two of them wanted to go guns blazing front door, but I think it's a little easier if they can be mingling amongst the crowd as agents of the gang beforehand. And I'll just use this new disguise I picked up and use Saul's boat to sneak on to wherever.
All right, so you have two disguises plus Gastone's magic tattoo. So all three of you are disguised as members of the Freaks.
Yes, exactly.
Nice.
I am
Can
going...
we tell who's who? Can we like tell each other apart from... you know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing, Gastone.
That well.
The two of you are literally just wearing costumes. And like Asena's just got massive muscles and so is straining out of this thing.
I see.
And then, but yours is whatever you want it to look like. So you'll need to come up with your own way to all identify each other as necessary.
Let's see. Well, I definitely, one, because I think it's funnier, and two, it makes more sense that I disguise myself. Like, I don't even look like Gastone right now. Like, I look like a random mook, you know? And
yeah.
So, but when, like, I imagine I would probably recognize them because, you know, Asena's long hair, jacked as fuck, and I'd be like, Asena? And good chance she punches me, but I feel like I can get to her first, so we'll, fingers crossed.
Gastone?
Yeah.
Is me?
But currently, where we got off? So we got off the river, right? How close are we to this actual area? Oh, we're here. Okay, cool.
That old man river. He's old and he's a man and...
Y'all got 1 XP. I was muted. Originally, I was going to have you guys all rolling up in this boat.
I see.
Now that you have disguises, you have a lot more freedom in how you enter the scene. If we look all the way up the river, you can see a bunch of members of the gang gathered around in defensive positions, mostly on the bridge, and the Red Hand in his he's wearing like a costume with goggles and everything. This red costume, he's got a trench coat with a big collar, shiny goggles, and he has a gangster of Lincoln Giotto's column in hand.
Nice.
Dangling over the river. Now, again, originally you guys are going to approach from the south and have to deal with this, but I'm going to allow you to place yourselves anywhere you want, as long as you don't pass through the perimeter of all these members of the Freaks. If you want to pass closer, that's going to be... Your disguises let you free place yourself anywhere on the map outside of that area. Inside that area, you're going to need to do skill checks in order to sneak your way in, and things could get hairy.
So just to make sure I understand, we need this guy right here. Is this who we're looking for?
Their leader is the one who most likely has the connection to Ralzamon.
Okay.
I'm going right here. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm going to be... Where is my little token? Here he is.
My little token, my little token.
Technical difficulties.
We did it. I'm here.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to say I'm here, actually.
I've got this under control.
I don't believe you. Oh, wait. This isn't an in-game thing. Your camera went down.
Bravo 6, going dark.
I gotta start messing with my equalizer. Oh, wait, me too. Hold on, let me do that real quick. They can't see us.
Now comes the part where, thanks to Discord, everybody changes places. Fixed? We see you now.
Nice. Oh, wait, you can't...
Darn it!
Oh, there we go.
You're so smug right now.
The DM gets XP.
I'm adding one more bad guy to the scene.
I don't know.
Oh, whoa! I don't
Wait.
like that.
What? Excuse me? What?
I muted myself, so he gets.
He gets to add a bad guy.
Yep.
Wait a
No, I
minute.
just toggled the outlet and now it's working. So I
We
don't know if
get
it's
one
gonna die
experience
again.
and he gets extra bad guys? Oh my god.
Ah,
I mean, if we
same,
think about
same.
frequency, it's not that bad.
Mm-hmm. If
it's
we think
not
about the
bad, not
survival rate of bad guys, it's not that bad.
Also true.
All right, place yourselves around where you want to be. Matt, are you going to be on the boat with Saul still?
Just give me a moment here. I want to know how fast this boat is moving, please.
Oh, let's see if I have a movement speed for a not very speedy speedboat. It's going to take me a moment, so it'd be interesting by talking about your plan while I look this up.
So, kick down the door is what you guys said. What does that exactly translate into?
I'm gonna yell up at the mob boss red man guy and say, "Kill him, boss! Throw him over!"
Wait, that's funny. That's funny as fuck, actually.
I love it.
That's where Asena's at. She's like really getting into this.
All right, Matt, because boats of the time were not very fast, I'm just going to say it has a move speed of 40 feet.
Okay. Now, is that like it moves just that every turn, or can it be
It can dash.
twice? Okay.
It can dash.
Okay, cool. Good to
Now,
know.
if you're in disguise and on foot, you can get a lot closer. If you're on the boat, you have to start at the bottom because they're going to be like, there's a boat coming! Inspiration to the new bad guy. Doing.
I'm gonna be up over here. Nope. Right there, I think. Yeah, that seems.
All right, do you want Saul to wave off?
Yeah. I want him to come park over here. I think was my plan.
Okay. If he parks that close, people are going to come check him out.
He's a smuggler. He knows how to divert people.
All right. He'll go ahead and use his.
What about right here? Is this?
Yeah, I'll give that for free.
Then there. Yeah.
Okay. Everybody's in.
I'm telling him to hang out unless he gets too uncomfortable. If things are literally like, if there's a little bit of heat, don't bugger off. But if it gets to where you think you're in danger, then yeah, go peace out.
All right. It is now time for our act of God.
Oh God.
Asena.
Hey, Asena, how you doing?
Yes.
Draw an act of God card.
Wait, hold on. I rolled less.
Didn't you roll?
You rolled less on the tattoo. You rolled highest on the card.
Darn
Yeah,
it.
remember that? Yeah.
You know what? Selective memory.
It's all right.
Okay. You know what? It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. It's gonna draw one card. Drawing the card. I'm looking at it.
Imperiled innocents. Civilians are in danger nearby, dragged into your
I was gonna
current
ask about
conflict, or embroiled
That's perfect.
in a new threat. What were you going to ask, Matt?
Well, you said it was a demonstration. I'm like, where's all the civilians? And this is now, here you go. Here's all the civilians.
Perfect. Stand by while I put civilians all over the place.
This is quite the complication.
This is
Okay.
this is interesting. This is going to be interesting.
Yes. Good word.
Asena's already gonna like start yelling and just be like, I got a thing I gotta take care of. Don't kill him yet.
Guys, I got a thing I gotta do.
All right, there's a crowd. Cool, excellent.
And they got papers. Papers, please.
All right. The act of God is imperiled innocence. There are friendlies nearby or non-hostiles nearby. If you blow them up, They will be in imminent danger. So,
I can't blow them up. They're also drawing. Is this a sketch artist?
at least one of them is.
Did the Red Hand want this documented?
For posterity.
Did he commission a painting of him throwing this guy off the bridge?
This shall be my finest hour. I would like it immortalized.
I'd like this moment hanging on my fireplace.
This magic moment.
People of Northport, these are the parasites that plague us from the bottom to the top. These are the puppet masters in league with those who are supposed to represent your interests. And like any parasite, this one needs to be lanced.
Wait, really quick, who's this guy that they're about to kill again?
He is a gangster. He's got a pinstripe suit. His hat just fell off as he's being chokeholded over the canal and fell down into the canal.
Is he a boss?
I'm gonna scream, woo!
He appears to be like a mid-tier lieutenant. He wouldn't be on a Johnny Pavlos level, but he's not just
the kind
a
of guy
scrub.
that maybe a couple nights ago would have encountered a magical pizza, like one of those kind of guys.
I don't even want to charge you an inspiration for that. That's too good. Yeah, he's one of the guys who was at the magical pizza incident.
Nice. John's like, hey, that guy looks kind of... Oh.
I also yell, sucks to suck.
Yep.
Mate, when things are looking like stuff's about to go down, I have a spell at the ready.
Okay. I'm going to go around the room and give everybody one chance before he continues his monologue and prepares to actually execute. Asena, what are you doing from your current position?
She's just doing what she's like egging. She's trying to fit in. She's like, yeah, kill him, but hold on, I got something to do, so maybe don't kill him right now. She's just shouting things.
I thought we wanted to talk to the guy doing the killing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm shouting at him from the bridge, like to the bridge.
All right, roll a deception check. Oh, no, you know what? Actually, because of your background is in show business. You have the performance. You take performance on this.
Okay. Oh, shit.
A 6.
It's an off day for me.
Justice waits for no one of us.
Gastone, what are you doing?
That's a good question. Gastone is enjoying himself.
Popcorn.
Yeah, the popcorn. I want to say I'm like walking a little closer, like here maybe, just inching forward.
You have to pass one of the freaks in order to do so. Roll a deception check or performance if you got performance.
I was about to say, can I also roll performance?
Yeah, that's part of your background in showbiz. 18. Yeah, you are very convincing. You can definitely move past him.
Okay.
Anything else besides moving a little bit closer?
No. I really don't want to interfere with what's happening right now. Again, big fan. At this point, because we just want to talk to this guy, right? So I'm just trying to wait, and I'm kind of tossing the coin, seeing which side he exits on once this is all taken care of. And then, just kind of approach him from there.
Okay. John, what are you up to?
This is like a bunch of like just trash and wear and like crates and stuff, right?
Yeah, garbage, trash cans.
Cool. John's just gonna hunker down next to this thing. He still has easy view of Mr. Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Great. Yeah, John's just gonna head down, get out of line of sight for most of the people that are there. John's gonna send a message over to Gastone.
Magical whisper in your ear.
Yep.
Ooh.
And he's gonna let him know, hey, I have a plan. If this goes well, we'll be able to get this guy out of here without too much bloodshed. Let's keep an eye on these civilians, okay? Just follow my lead on this, all right?
I'm just going to very blatantly nod my head. Wait, can I talk back? I can't remember.
Yeah, you can whisper back.
Oh, I'm going to whisper back. Yes, I will do that.
Excellent.
Wait, actually, you probably don't know which one I am, so I'm probably just gonna.
I thought we all came up in the boat together. Did we not all come up in the boat together?
Yeah, but you've scattered, and
remember-
his disguise is very good.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah.
I thought that we had rejoined at the boat, and so I knew which goon he was. If that's the case, then I'll target.
I'm just gonna stretch. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I could just like be like I could just what's it called? You could just do a little stretch. Be like I'm the guy stretching right now. Just.
John's a pretty good investigator. I feel like he'd have a pretty decent eye, but you know what? You're right though. If we did, I thought we already were in the boat together. I'll target Asena with it. I just figured Janessa would totally understand. Asena might not. So, same thing, Asena.
Asena's gonna be like, punch him softer. Got it.
And John prepares himself for the future.
They call themselves organized crime. The only way they're organized is in cahoots with the public officials, and even they claim their loyalty to even darker powers. When we're through with this, we're going to expose all the corruption, and we're going to burn it to the ground.
Woo!
To the ground! They're bad at organizing!
Burn it all down!
Roll perception checks, everybody.
Oh, I like this part.
Interesting. Perception.
All right, Asena,
Oh, I thought the 21 was me.
Asena and Gastone are
Used
getting
up all my
into it.
rolls.
They're kind of excited by it. But John, you hear from down the canal as two boats full of column gangsters appear. They are armed to the teeth and they are ready to rumble.
I know it goes into initiative, but mate, can I cast my spell?
As soon as you do this, we're rolling for initiative first.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, no. Pulp rules. You have the drop on them. You guys have the drop on them. And because you have the drop on, because you made your, I will let you go first. I will let you go first.
Ooh, okay. Cool.
What would you like to do?
While using the cover of the crowd and in this little area I'm in to make sure that I'm not being seen as much as possible while doing this, I've checked the distance and I'm going to hit Mr. Red Hand with a Dominate Person spell.
Holy crap.
Oh, wow.
Yes. He has to make a DC 19 Wisdom saving throw. Good luck, DM.
Okay, wow, that's a lot.
Yep.
Give me 1 sec here.
You were not expecting Wisdom saving throws with this man. I
No,
take it.
Asena, you should have. Did you have the inspiration you got for the bad cop punch?
Yeah.
Great,
Wait,
that's
right now? Or like half an hour ago?
half an hour ago. Did you add
I
that to your
think
character
so.
sheet? All right,
Yeah.
cool. Matt, you got inspiration added to your character sheet an hour ago. Did you do it?
Yes.
Great. You tried to get us back on track. You have disadvantage. Have you burned it yet?
I'm not.
Okay.
Oh, I should have done. Okay, should my perception then be like?
Nah, it's fine. It's fine.
Onto it.
The dungeon master has 1 point of inspiration for Cat from earlier.
That guy. For this guy, right? Oh,
Uh-oh.
for cats.
Yeah, that was from earlier. I'm using it right now.
Of course.
What was
Nice.
the DC?
Not a 13, friend.
Okay, I'm using Indomitable
Ooh.
to reroll a failed save.
But you have to take the new one regardless of what it is, even if it's a natural one.
Yep.
It's probably going to be good, though.
No, it was not good enough.
Oh.
All right, you just control his brain.
Yep.
Wob 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 wob. I am inside your brain.
I'm not sure if chat can see this. Let me just throw that in there for anybody who wants to know. It's a lot of stuff. And mate, I am using my action to take control of him if it allows me this turn. I don't know if it's next turn or this turn.
It takes an action to cast the spell. So I
Then
don't
he
believe
is
you can do
charmed by
that
me for the
immediately.
duration. We were not fighting, so he didn't have advantage, which it didn't matter because you gave him all the bells and whistles you could anyway. We are now in a telepathic link, which he does his best to obey. I'm going to let him know there is a boat parked on the side of the canal. That is his getaway car. Instruct his people to safeguard the civilians and get to ground.
All right.
So go into hiding. Save the civilians. Go into hiding. Come with me to the getaway boat.
Everybody, roll for initiative. And we're actually going to take a 5-minute break. We'll be right back with you folks as soon as we're after the break. Let's see what goes down. Don't go anywhere.
Yay!